This is part 2 of researching using the Library of Congress. And for this lesson, I'm going to give an overview of the collection highlights. I'm going to start with American memory and simply type in up here a term, and again, this is American. These are all the collections that are in there, so you wouldn't want to put in a general term. You'd want to be more specific. For example, sports, you would put baseball, perhaps. So let me do that. Let me put in baseball and search. And again, this is just the American Memory Collection. This is not the entire Library of Congress. I always like to use the gallery view so that I can see what I'm looking at. And as I scroll down, these then are the items that I can look at. Here's different baseball teams. Here's conversation. This is an audio with a 43-year-old black male. You can click on that, and then you can view the text of this resource. And this is all available. Tells you who is being interviewed. Well, in this case, a black male, a 43-year-old black male, but it tells us who the speakers are, the authors, etc. So this is certainly something that you can look at. Go back to the previous results list, and it's going to take us back again. You have to click on the gallery view. But I can look at the variety of resources that are available, and I can, here's Willie Mays. These items can then be imported into PowerPoints or things like that for your students. So that's American Memories. Again, these are it would take us days to go through all of the resources. I'm going to go back to the Library of Congress, and now I'm going to look at sound recordings. So I can go into sound recordings. You'll notice here there are the jukebox, which is very cool. It gives historical recordings free of charge between 1901 and 1925 is what they when it started, but now it has grown to include a lot more. Here's American folk life collections, leaders speak. This is certainly one that would fit into the 1920s, but more importantly, into a lot of different eras, band music from Civil Wars. So you can certainly click on these and find any of these resources. So I'm going to go with Amazing Grace, one of my favorites. So I can search then in here by just recordings of Amazing Grace, and to listen to the recordings, I simply click on it. Come on. And play it in MP3. You get the idea of how it works. And then of course students can go through and locate those resources. Again, I went to the Library of Congress, I went to sound recordings, and you can locate information that way. That's a brief overview of the collection highlights.